I'm Mandy. Welcome to Soup Recipes. Today we're making Chinese salt and pepper ribs, or what we call Jiaoyan 排骨. Jiaoyan is a popular spice condiment built around the aroma of Sichuan peppercorns. I have shared Jiaoyan shrimps and Jiaoyan chicken wings, and many of you loved them. Today, I'm showing you an upgraded version using ribs. Each piece comes out golden, crispy, tender inside, and impossible to stop eating. Honestly, it's gonna be your favorite rib recipe. So let's get started. You will need some pork ribs, cut into 2 to 3 inches long pieces. In the wet market, ribs are usually sold in individual long strips. I just ask the butcher to chop them for me. If you watch Chinese cooking videos, you may notice other influencers like to wash their meat before cooking. That's because in traditional Chinese wet market, meats are usually displayed in open air. If I'm in the USA, I probably will skip the washing, but now that I'm in China, I'm not saying these ribs are bad. The pig was freshly slaughtered this morning and I bought them shortly right after, so they are very fresh. I just don't always trust the environment and the tools they're using, like the knives and cutting boards. Anyway, let me show you how my family clean ribs. For every 500 grams of ribs, add 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 3 tablespoons of Chinese cooking wine, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda to tenderize the ribs. Rub them thoroughly for 5 minutes. The rubbing will loosen up the grains and fibers, which tenderize the ribs physically. Very important. Rinse the ribs under cold running water to wash away the flour and the baking soda so they don't leave any off flavors. This cleaning step also helps remove any unpleasant odor or gamey taste. Again, this is totally optional. You don't have to wash it if you don't want to. Let it drain on the side, and we'll move on to the Jiaoyan seasoning, which is the part that confuses a lot of people because Jiaoyan translates as salt and pepper, but it's not the regular salt and pepper. Instead, it refers to Sichuan peppercorns, the ingredient that determines the authenticity of this dish. It's not spicy at all, but it has a strong citrus aroma that dominates the Jiaoyan flavor. It also has a nice tingling effect that will numb your lip and tongue and make your taste buds more sensitive to flavors. That's why Jiaoyan style dishes are so addictive. I'll link the Sichuan peppercorns in the description. You can check it out if you want. In a wok, add 1 tablespoon of sea salt, 2 tablespoons of Sichuan peppercorns, half tablespoon of black peppercorns, 1 teaspoon of raw sesame seeds, and half teaspoon of cumin seeds. Stir over low heat for a few minutes and let them cool. Transfer them into a coffee grinder and grind them into a fine powder. Oh, I almost forgot to add the chili powder and the garlic powder. Well, not too late now. Blend everything again and that's it. With a few extra spices, this upgraded Jiaoyan seasoning becomes deeper, more layered, and honestly hard to describe. You just have to give it a try. Sprinkle it onto any crispy foods and be ready to be amazed. What we just made is more than what we need for the ribs. You can store the extra in a sealed container for up to 3 months at room temperature. Now we get back to the ribs. Even though they are drained, they're still wet. Use paper towels to absorb excess water, and we can add the seasonings, which is super simple. Just 1.5 teaspoons of the Jiaoyan seasoning that we just made, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, ½ inch of ginger, and 2 cloves of garlic. I love using this ceramic grater because it doesn't hurt you, even if you rub your fingers on it. I'll link it in the description. Check it out. Okay, add the garlic and the ginger paste to the ribs. Mix thoroughly. Sometimes if I'm busy, I'll let this marinate overnight. If I don't have time, 20 to 30 minutes is good too. Next, we'll coat the ribs. Add ½ cup of cornstarch and 1 teaspoon of baking powder, not baking soda, to a mason jar and shake thoroughly. The baking powder will introduce some lightness to the coating, making the ribs extra crispy. Add the ribs and put on the lid. Shake again until all the ribs are coated well. You can also use a big plastic bag, but I'm trying to reduce the use of plastic from now on, so it's your choice. Shake off the excess flour and set the ribs aside for about 15 minutes to allow the flour to bond deeper. If not, it will fall off easily while deep frying. Heat 2 cups of oil to 320 degrees Fahrenheit. Add the ribs one by one and fry for 6 to 8 minutes. I'm using corn oil, but other high smoke point oils such as peanut, sunflower seed oil will also work. I know the ribs are not golden brown now. The color is pretty light, but we'll take them out now and let them rest for 15 minutes. Come check the oil. There aren't that many crumbs left after deep frying. That is the benefit of letting your coated ribs rest before frying, so the cornstarch don't fall off much. Increase the oil's temperature to 380 degrees Fahrenheit, and we will double fry the ribs to reinforce the crust. They are cooked already. You only need like 2 to 3 minutes, and the ribs will be beautifully golden brown. Take them out. Optionally, I like to garnish them with some diced scallions, red chilies, and green chilies, just to add some colors to the dish. Last, sprinkle 1 to 2 teaspoons of the Jiaoyan seasoning to intensify the flavor. If you are like me, who is obsessed with Jiaoyan seasoning, use more. If you are new to Sichuan peppercorns and can't tolerate much, use less. Toss thoroughly and we are done. Golden, crispy, fall off the bone tender, and full of that irresistible aroma. As soon as you put these ribs on the table, they'll be gone. I hope you give this a try soon. As always, the printable recipe link is in the description. Go check it out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more easy and delicious Chinese food. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
What?
He wants some. I know, but you can't eat it. There's too much seasonings. Sorry.
Sorry.